I'd like to invite you guys into this dream I had the other day. It was of a gentleman who I grew up with. His name is Parker Lee Henderson. Brother Parker to all of us kids. I grew up in Church of Christ, and he was a missionary down in Trinidad, him and his wife and their son. Well, I had grown up going to church every Sunday. He'd drive old Betsy to pick us up, and he'd make the rounds around the village to pick up people and take them to church Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday afternoon for the youths. Well, Brother Parker had this one unique kind of character, and it was this amazing love for Jesus. He lived it. He breathed it. It was everything about who he was. He didn't really care about material things. He wasn't a man who followed his emotions. Like, I had never seen him angry. I'd seen him upset. I had seen him sad, but I had never seen him display anger. And to me, that's kind of weird, because how could someone go their whole life and you not see them angry? And I realize it's because of his relationship with Jesus. That allowed him to have so much grace for people where they were. No matter how broken or how messed up, Brother Parker came alongside them and loved them. You know, he met the physical needs, but he also tried to introduce them to his Jesus, you know. Well, this dream I had, it was about Brother Parker coming into my home last week. He came into my home, walked into my bedroom. Now, mind you, I'm just laying on my bed and he's here. All of a sudden, Brother Parker is here, and I just had to get closer to him. I had to touch him because it seems so real, but I know that he died. But he's here. And I was so excited about that. And as I got closer to him, it felt like I was being drawn into his presence, being drawn towards this light that was radiating from inside out of him. And as I got closer, I just remember wrapping my arms around him. And I'm in his embrace, but then this thought popped in my head. Oh my goodness. I started thinking of all the excuses I could make for why my house is a mess, you know. And he just said, "It's okay, girl. It's okay." And I went back to being wrapped in his love again. And then I thought, oh my gosh, is Sister Donna with you? And I tried peeking around peeking around him to see, and sure enough, she is sitting on the couch, but he just draws me back into his embrace, back into his presence, back into what was happening right now. And right now, all he was doing was just embracing me, and it felt like a touch from Holy Spirit of such love, unconditional love, that all I could do is just be in that space with him. And then I woke up. But I woke up crying. So much sorrow, because I didn't get to ask the questions I wanted to ask, and I didn't get to say sorry for how we had parted ways. I didn't get to say any of the things that I thought I'd find to say if I ever got the chance to. But I found that what I got and what we exchanged was more important than anything I could ever say. This man, he just loved people the way Jesus loved people. He's impacted thousands of people because of his love for Jesus. He's tried to impart that. You know, I could picture him trying to cut his chest open and give to people what he feels in the depths of his heart for his Jesus. That is what has me here at this moment. The fact that he had so much grace and mercy for me, such a patience to teach, to raise me up in the word. And I find that I want to just love people the way he loved people, the way Jesus loved people, the way he meant for us to love each other. I think that's the best legacy we could ever leave behind. teaching people what it looks like to just love Jesus, to fall in love with His Word, to fall in love with His presence, to worship Him. There's so much beauty to be had, so much grace to be offered, and it's a gift that we could never earn. It just is. And I think in this phase of my life, I just want to live in this place of total acceptance for that love.